Hello everybody, this is Josh Explay Plays, and today we continue to explore SimCity 2013 in 2025. And in our previous video, we started this little casino strip, and I think that's gonna work really nice, especially with our expo center in here. Of course, we need an airport, but I think that's gonna be one of the great works in the area. And today, what I wanna do is to actually try to explore the different type of industries that we have resources, especially. So we have mining and we have oil, which have not been approved. So let's try to go into our other city, because I think that it is here where we are gonna do our little industrial area. So let's draw some roads starting here. Again, going from this game to, or from City Skylines 2 into this game is a little bit weird, but it's still very fulfilling. So let's add our industrial areas. Right, so that should be helpful. And again, in order for us to start mining, well, we already have. So we have some of the resource in here. And let's see if we have oil. Oil has not been approved. Oh, it has. So it's here. There you go. And oil we have down here. And we'll see if we have in this other little town. So first of all, let's do the coal mine. We have coal and ore. Or we can kind of place in here. We kind of don't really care about these people. So let's do coal in here. And let's take a look at how very nice this coal mining company looks in here. And let's see what expansions we can do. So we can do the coal mine sign, which we are gonna do. Let's put it here on top. And then it has coal delivery truck garage, which we can add another one in here. And it has a coal shaft, which extends your extraction operation with an additional coal shaft to increase coal mines extraction rate and add more available jobs. So let's do it. Let's put it in here. So one of the things that I actually think that City Skylines 2 is doing a little better is the depletion rate for the resources. So let's see what they're asking in here. They're gonna start drilling. Sure, we already did. So again, the depletion rate I think is a whole lot much better in Cities Skylines 2. Right, I think that they were able to lower it, because when you would put just a couple of, let's say for the oil, some pumps, the oil will just be depleted right away. And I think they did a great job with this. And so we're gonna do an oil well, which again we don't have in here. So let's see if we have it in our city of Trinity Point. Again, right now we don't really care to make this a good or nice looking city, because you know we won't continue to play with it, unfortunately. This one is not approved in here, so it's fine. So let's do a little bit of these industrial buildings. Right, that should be helpful. And let's make this a little bit faster. And let's actually build this road in here. It's telling us that we need water. Right, so let's lower this and let's put it in here. And let's add another one just for the sake of it. And now we have water going, which is great. Still not approved. I guess we don't have oil in here. That's fine. So let's go into this city, which does have water and it doesn't have oil. So it's fine. We can continue to work on this little city. And we're gonna do ore for now. We're gonna do ore and we're gonna place it in here. Okay, that's great. Again, I don't know if these people are going to work or what they're doing, but I'm just glad that this was built. And let's go into the options for the ore mine. We have the ore mine sign, which again, it's gonna look great in here, and that's the only place that we're allowed to put it. It also has extra delivery trucks and extra ore shafts. So we're gonna put one in here, I think. Let's take a look at this really, really nice building. It looks so nice. It looks very realistic. Again, it looks very proportionate too. So I think that's a win. So what is this person asking? So we kind of already did, so we should be fine in that regard. And there's a lot of people going to work into this. So that's also one of the things that I like about SimCity 2013 is that you can actually see a little bit more in detail people going to work into these buildings. City Skylines does it a little bit different, and I actually don't like it, especially because sometimes the entrances are in a very weird area, weird space, and it just, for me, it doesn't really work. We also need a trade depot, which is something that I forgot to add, so we're gonna place it. We're gonna do it in here. And what the trade depot does is basically you're able to move around more of your resources, store them and then move them out. So we have a coal storage available, so we're gonna put that in here because we're doing coal. And freight, we have it in here, and we are also gonna add one for ore, and we're gonna place it in here. We're gonna add one more. Oh, we don't have money, so that's fine. And can we put the sign? Yeah, we can do the sign. Let's see what we need. So we are in need of water, which again is fine. We have a lot of water in here, so let's add another pump in here. And again, once you start doing more industrial stuff, that's when you're gonna need to do more water. So they're complaining about parks, so let's add a big plaza. We don't have the money, but I'm sure we can get another bond. Okay, so we have enough money right now. Do we? There you go. So let's add a nice park in here. And again, one of the things that I like to do Or okay. Or one of the things that I love about this is the fact that you can expand your parks. Now, I guess that the fact that you can do larger parks in Cities Skylines 1, I think that completely modifies this. Like it's fine that we can do this. Again, with the parks DLC in Cities Skylines 1, I think that's a different thing. So let's take a look at this. We have nothing here. We are producing, which is great. And we are making good money in here. Okay. The fire department is... they want to do fireworks. Let's do it. But let's modify this just to make sure that they're not gonna mess it up. And let's add this here. There you go. Let's take a look at our electricity. We're barely making it. But we have access now to an oil plant, coal plant, and another wind plant. So let's do it like this for now. And we should be fine. Again, for now, I think we're good to go. It also makes sense that if you don't have anybody working in your plan, it doesn't work. Again, that's very, very realistic. So I appreciate that a lot. So let's add I kind of want to add this one, but we don't have the money. So let's just do this one in here. That's awesome. We now have issues with the sewage because we're importing from our casino city over here. So let's try to do more sewage, and we're still gonna place it in here. Right, that should be fine. And see, it's amazing to see how busy these roads get and how messy traffic also can get, because you only have one entrance and one exit into the town, and so it gets very congested and very, very, very bad. Health. Do we have another one in here? You know what, let's place one in here. Well, once we have a little bit more money. But let's take a look at this working really quick, and we will be back. And so that's working rather nice. Let's see if we can add some more money into our budget. There you go. You know what? We can pay all this. We're still making a good profit per month, so we should be fine. So let's add a clinic. We're gonna place it in here. See how great this is? That you can see that if you want to expand it on one side, it's not gonna allow you. Cities Skylines 2 needs to do this. They really do. You know, they need to fix that. We're gonna place it in here. We're gonna add the expansion here. And let's add another. You know what, let's add all of them. You should be fine. Right? Yeah, I think it's fine. tiring, so hopefully we're gonna have doctors coming in quick. There you go. So we're gonna be doing great, at least in terms of health. Fire. I think we should add more fire trucks because again, one of the things that they asked the mayor to do was fireworks, and I'm more than sure that these burn because of that. Which again is kind of, it's not funny, it's just funny how that's implemented into the game, right? Things actually matter, decisions actually matter. And that's great. So let's see. We have the town hall, and we're not available. We cannot change anything yet, so it's fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upgrade all these roads to high density, which I don't like how this works, right? But again, that's how it is. It's kind of messy to do all this, because again, you cannot select several ones. And upgrading the roads is something that you actually have to do. Again, because that's what's gonna determine the density of your city. I also wish we were able to change this, but again, unfortunately, this game doesn't work great when it comes in terms of this rate of traffic. So we're still having issues with sewage. So let's add another sewage plant in here. And let's also upgrade these roads. Again, a little bit tedious, but you only have to do it once. Just the sounds, they're just so much better. Fire. Should be enough fire trucks in here. There you go. So let's do this one, and this one whenever fire is put out. Which again, look at this. So again, even the animations are just really nice. So again, we have issues with sewage. I think we're fine for now. Everything just needs to start being sorted out. Right, we're fine. There's enough of it here to get it working. Let's continue to increase the speed, and now we're gonna go again back into this trade depot. We're gonna see what's going on in here. And basically we have a lot of coal and raw ore and crates of freight. So we're gonna do manage delivery. And so what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna export it and make money. Same thing with this. We're gonna export it and make money, as you can see. And so the way this used to work was that the price, I think, would be based on something online. I don't know. But I do like the fact that, for example, we're gonna add another. Let's do coal storage in here. I don't like the fact that you can only upgrade it with 4. That seems like not that much. And again, so we can export. And so you can have trading depots that you can actually use to export and to use locally. But in this case, all our coal is gonna go into this. And so what I want to do is actually build these other 4 trucks. That way these trucks are able to export things a whole lot much faster. And look at this. Right? Look at this. This looks really, really, really nice. I think everything's going well. We're not making that much money, but we use the cheat. And if you're playing this game, it's Alt W, and that should give you an extra 100,000 simoleons. Right? So that way you can invest in more stuff. So we also have electronics, but you need to have high-tech and medium-tech industry. Culture, again, we have a whole lot more stuff. And gambling, of course, we have it too. So this thing is asking us to work on it. And let's see what type of great works we can do. And I think we're going to try to do the international airport, which we need a municipal airport in the region and 100 tourists arrive at the airport. So let's try to see, just really quick. Again, we're not gonna only work on one specific thing in this series, but let's see if we can do the planes. And it hasn't been approved because we need the town hall to be upgraded to city hall and a department of transportation in the region, which makes sense, right? We have streetcars, we have trains, boats, and lanes. So let's see what is it that we can do with this. Again, we cannot do anything because we're still requiring more people, and that's completely understandable. So what I want to do is, just for the sake of it, I'm also gonna upgrade some of these streets, so maybe we can start seeing more people come into the city. And I think that maybe, first of all, as you can see, there's a lot of money being made in here, right? It's just amazing. And so we're having issues with crime. That's understandable. So 4 criminals at large, 9 arrests per day, 13 prisoners. And I think we already upgraded everything. No, let's upgrade this. Right, do we need jail cells? Yeah, let's do that here. And why are these people protesting? Let's pause this really quick. Protesting. I don't know what they're protesting. Too many germs. There you go. So let's see. We can do health. We have a clinic here, didn't we already? We had a clinic here. And it's already been upgraded. So let's upgrade it a little bit more. There you go. Are they maybe talking about maybe this? We're gonna try to see. Let's put it in here. There you go. In terms of water, we're doing great. And electricity, we're doing fine. Can we add anything more? Yeah, we can. So let's add it in here. Here. There you go. Okay. So let's go back. Well, first of all, let's go into our gambling. Let's see what they're complaining about. Casinos now hiring, so we need to add more residential zones. So let's kind of add it in here. Again, I wanted to focus a little bit more in the... There you go. In the ore and coal. So let's hope that people start getting here to work. These casinos are making a big profit, and that's what's helping us with all of it. So in here, I think they're losing because they don't have enough people. Definitely understand. And in here, yeah, people need to come and start working. So, crime pays. Are we gonna go evil? No thanks. There you go. And let's see what else we need in here. Do we have fire station? We don't. So let's also build one in here. Again, there's no reason why we can there's no reason why again, we're using cheats and we're actually making other money in this city. So there's really no reason why we can't just build whatever we need to build. Yeah, we don't have anything here. Also, they are just okay with everything that we built. Which again, I love the look of this fire station. Oh look, I actually had never seen that they raised the flag. That's very interesting. Okay, but let's go back into Norwich Hills. And let's continue to see how our industries are doing. So for mining, we're mining 30.5 tons per day, and we are mining of coal 27.8 tons of ore per day. So let's see what we're being asked in here. If you're ready to make this town a full-on mining town, you need a metals headquarters. So let's say that we want to do it. And we need to mine 96 tons of coal or raw ore in a day. So we're doing 35, which we'll see if that is increased. And let's see if we add... And here it tells you how much you're going to be able to do. So let's do this one. And can we do another one? See, in here you can do 154 tons, 53, 129, 170. So we might... Yeah, that's fine. And also let's add one trucks. And let's take a look at it working. So it needs... I think we're needing a little bit of electricity. We don't have electricity, so let's do this huge wind turbine. And I think that's gonna work great for now. There you go. Are we needing more water? I think we need more water, so we're gonna do it here and here. That should be more than enough water. Again, we're doing great with our treatment of sewage. Okay. And we're almost getting there. Let's see if we actually increase this to high. And let's add all of these. And just because we actually, I think we need to do this. And it sucks a little bit, but it's kind of weird. There you go. We kind of messed it up a little bit, but I think we should be fine. There you go. And let's take a look to see how this, kind of glitchy, but how this kind of develops. And well, cities skylines, you do not need cranes to build little houses, right? This is just amazing, right? This looks just great. Again, this is a 12-year-old game, and they got the right animations to build this. I mean, SimCity 4 had them too, right? But these ones just look rather nice and extremely realistic. Of course, you don't bring a house from the actual ground up, right? You don't magically make it appear. And again, it's a 12-year-old game, so it wasn't gonna be perfect. But the fact that we can see these people building these houses is just great. Right? It looks amazing. And because of that, I think that we're ready to upgrade. We did already. So now we are able to put the City Hall sign, which it makes me crazy that it's not in the middle. Right? Makes no sense. We can do the Department of Education, which we're gonna do. You know what? Let's do Department of Utilities. And we're gonna place it here. Okay. And we'll see how that works. So this is the City Hall. Again, it just looks beautiful. This is something that I'm sure you can go into a lot of the older towns, or any large town in the US, and you can see buildings like this. Maybe for City Hall, maybe for the county judges, the court, and that is just great. So let's see what we're doing in here. Mine is at full capacity. Extraction has stopped because there is no available storage, which means that we need to add storage because this guy is doing really, really well. So let's add another trading thing in here, trading post. And we're gonna add raw ore. 1, 2, and 3. And we're gonna add 1, 2, 3, and the sign. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this actually export this ore. Are we also exporting this one? Let's use locally. This. There you go. And so now you should be able to see that now everything is going to be transferring to here, right? We did use the ore, yeah. And so once we get the trade headquarters, we're going to have a little bit more with the trade port. But then we can do the metals headquarters, and then we have the smelting factory, and then we can have the advanced coal mine, which is something that City Skylines 1 did with the Industries DLC. And I think it works actually really well. I have really no complaint about that. So let's see. Let's wait for these people to start sending the... Oh, we're hiring, that's why. Let's see if we can get more people. Again, people are moving into our city. You can see these really nice moving vans. And let's take a look at one of it. Well, this one is empty. So do we have any... Yeah, all of these are empty. Again, glitchy stuff, that's gonna happen. No big deal. And now they're working, so let's see how we get the trucks to start receiving the ore, right? And it being put into these storage areas. So that's what I like about also this game, because you have the options. I don't like that you can only put so many things in each trade depot. I would actually prefer, yes, this one that has several stuff, but also one that does one for each thing, right? I think that for me that would be great. Let's see what else we're doing. Yeah. We need a little bit of commercial. So I think we can put it in here. There you go. And let's see if we can do shuttle buses We have streetcars and trains. Streetcars. Let's see, we can. Yeah. So we have the streetcar depot that I think we can place. Well, let's see. Well, try to see if we can do something good with the streetcars, right? So we have the streetcar depot, which we're gonna place just in here, and we're gonna do the streetcar stops, which, yeah, there's gonna be one here, another one here, and another one here. So the thing with this is that you don't get to choose the route. These cars just work, right? That's what it is. And you know what? Let's add more. We cannot put it in here, right, which is a little bit frustrating. But yeah, you can only put it on avenues, which is a shame. And I think that's gonna work again. Unfortunately, it's not as cool as you might think, right? So let's add just another one. And yeah, that's about it. We'll wait for that. So I think that's gonna be it for today. You know, I just wanted to take a look at something that was a little bit more than just the casino, and in this case we did the ore mining. This ore mining is just really nice. Definitely works. Again, it's a 12-year-old game that had no extra development, but I think that it could work as well as the City Skylines 1 Industries expansion, because it just works. It just looks great, and things actually work a little bit more organic when you're doing this. So I do want to thank you for watching this video. In our next video, we might focus again a little bit more into creating our little casino strip, and then we'll open a new region where we can start working with oil. And you know, we are enjoying our time in here. It's not perfect. Again, if we had a lot of the things that we have here in Cities Skylines 2, it would be a great game, but we don't. And as such, we are just gonna enjoy playing this game for as much as we can and for as long as it's fun for us to revisit. So once again, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and to subscribe to this channel. Until next time, take care.